Wow. Good morning, everyone. It's Ros here, Rosboundy Psychic Medium. Now, I feel a bit dishevelled. I'm trying to keep warm. And instead of just a straight brown jumper, I decided to put a throw over. But do you think in reverse, I can't get it organised? Look, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's only a look, isn't it? And I'm just going to flip over and just double check that I'm actually on mytimetv.live live. And it looks like I am. So, oh, goodness. It's just one of those mornings. And it does look like I am. Just still get feedback. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I decided to... I've decided this morning to just use the straight Be Live and no feed in from my eCam, which is how I usually do it. So that's why you've got that being the square and not the usual look and layout that I have been using. Good morning, Lee. It's lovely to see you there. Oh, look at that little sneaky peek under that hoodie. That's great. And Rose, today's the 8th. Oh, did I not change it? Yeah, you're right. I didn't change the date in the destination. Oh, bugger. Hang on. Let me see. Can I change it while I'm on the go? You're quite right. Let me see if that saves. I have to go and change all those places and spaces as I go then. Let me see if I can change it on the go. No, I can't. Bugger. Hey, look, that was what happens in the hurry to get going. So that's just it. Thank you very much, Rose, though, for letting me know. So correct. It's the 8th today, not the 7th. And good morning to you, Sarah. My time link didn't work for me. Oh, that's interesting. It should have. That's interesting. And looks like we've already got someone that's trying to spam. Nikki, good morning. And all good now, Sarah? Well, you're here showing up, so that's good, isn't it? And we've got Diane. Lovely to see you here. And lovely to see you here, Judy. Wonderful. Now, let's see if I remember how to use the straight B.live program. And I'm just trying to find where is it? The control. I'm so used to using eCam now. It's amazing, isn't it? I think what I do is just swap around that way. Yes, good. Here we go. Oh, you can see a lot more on the board. I'm trying to get rid of that sort of thing showing up, but that's all right. I'll probably go back to the eCam tomorrow. Coming in as a virtual camera. Here we've got the Gilded Reverie Lenormand. That's the one that I'm using. That's the deck that is there in this spread. Now, what we've got here is the Owl card. This is the one, if only it did straight away come in and focus, and it doesn't. There are two things we should give our children. One is roots, the other is wings. Oh, I love that. What they need is the little chicks flying with this owl in that one. We do need to give good foundations for them to be able to spread their wings, shouldn't we? That's a wonderful saying. So here we've got, and I haven't got my pointer again. I left that in the other room charging the I like them. Yeah, what do you call it? The iPad. Here we go. What we've got is the lilies in the home space today. We've got the cross in the workspace. Fish are up there in the unexpected. We've got the letter in our role, and we've got the key this time in the outcome. So, or the central card. So what we've got the two that were in yesterday's reading, and I like the way that sometimes this mixes it around. So you've just got the different perspective of how that energy works in its time. Just going to move that because I think it looks untidy. It does look untidy. That's better. And we can put those little exos down there, can't we? Does that look nice? No, look. Aren't they cute? Anyway, I digress. The lilies in the home space, it's bringing that foundation of what is our beautiful energy of, family past, that is our ancestral lineage and what we're bringing forward into the present day. We can also access that, well, especially as, the pathway I'm choosing as psychic medium as part of my tools, part of how I'm living my life and the rest, is tapping into that is that ancient energy, that is those who have passed over and have that access and knowledge to all that is, pretty much. So that's really part of what is using the reflecting back, like as in that beautiful stained glass effect of what these lilies present, but also being that reality in the front of that, that we are being present as us in our truth. And sorry, I'm just looking out the window. I'm expecting the maintenance bloke to be turning up any time, and it's a new one. Like it's a different one. One of the other. Anyway, that part doesn't matter. Here we've got being present ourselves in the reality of who we are, our authentic self. And yes, it does bring forward some of what was our ancestral genetic, bring forward that knowledge. I'm feeling that there's some sense of connecting in wise ways with those who you're in relationship in your family space, your home space. So that's where I'm feeling that's why it's necessary to actually be you as your individual authentic self. When we look out in our garden, we see the blooms and blossoms and everything. No one of them is exactly the same as the next one. So that's where being individual, authentic you, put that into your day. I mean, it's what we should be every day anyway. And it does reiterate for me what I'd mentioned yesterday as being, we don't need to copy others, be the best you. And that's, it's what I like to live by myself as far as that, each moment being aware of who you are, I suppose. Yeah. I'm hoping you understand that rambling. Good morning, Rosie. Just saw you then. So, in effect, it is bringing together the essence of all that is in your lineage into now and living each moment in this present moment. We're also doing that as far as stepping into our truth, our faith, our trusting, our own self-trust in our workspace as well. Trust your skills. There are some things that you're probably taking on that you're probably maybe not so confident for, but you just say, look, if you're in a position that you can do that, let them know that, look, this isn't quite my thing that I'm meant to be doing. I think this belongs to such and such as far as their responsibility goes. If there's things in your workspace that that are not yours to pick up and do, you mention it. You need to be communicating that and saying that so that the person responsible is the one that's doing that work. You don't need to pick up someone else's stuff. So I'm feeling that you need to be stepping out in confidence, self-confidence, and trusting you, how you can actually let them know, the others, those in your work relationships, know. Your boundaries are this. These are your skill levels. You don't mind the small challenges, but you're not taking on someone else's work. Okay? That's what I'm feeling around that. Good morning, Karen. Lovely to see you here this morning. So do step in confidence into your workspace today and trust what you need to be doing and letting others know what those boundaries are. I'm really feeling that one for the message in that one for it today. We've got the fish in the unexpected. That's an abundance. So anything that you're actually needing and feeling that not in an overwhelming way, but wow, that gratefulness for what's around and about, and having that working in together with others. It is almost a teamwork because we do know how fish, when they school together, turn on, almost at the same time. So as far as their swimming patterns and the rest go. So I'm feeling there's a lot of connecting in synchronicity with others through the day. So I feel those moments where it really does feel synchronous, and it's just working well. And especially once you mention, if you're in that sort of workspace, that you need to be mentioning those boundaries and not picking up others' work that puts it out of sync. Okay. Each person has their task in the day, and in abundance, like that's going to work in that flow and have that work well. Even as far as in the home space, it can be a similar situation as well. Having those tasks appointed. I remember doing chores and that through my childhood that really helped with the flow of how a household was working, how the home was kept clean, tidy, and efficient. Our role, it is communication. I'm feeling that probably it is. If you're feeling stressed or anything, what comes to mind is the journal writing, and there could be something in your day for those specifically that are in this position that they're needing to do something legal. So there could be some formal agreement of some type that you're going to be stepping into. So it could be part of your workspace, or it could be part of your home space. Anything is possible, isn't it? But what I'm feeling is write down those things that you're feeling, as far as, like journaling or something like that, just to mark it for today, that, here is either a milestone or a marker, or just to get it out too. Like, shit, I'm feeling shitty, and write it down. Or, wow, this is it. What an eye opener. Here I've got an enlightening moment that you want to celebrate, and write down. All of those, or even some poetry. That seems to click in my head right at the moment, poetry. Um, it is a more personal, but it can be legal because of that wax seal type of feeling. So there's a broad spectrum for that in the written word today. And it can mean also your emails and that as well. And here we are, able to be saying at the end of our day and the outcome that um, we've unlocked or unblocked or set free something within our day to day that really is bringing us that freedom, that beautiful rose bloom that's right in that cage, to actually be fully able to blossom into that could be a lot bigger rose too. It's only a tiny little bloom there. It just sets us free to move on to that next, and to next day would be what I'd be saying there in that scenario. So, yeah, as far as that key goes, set your energies free, set your perceptions free, that you can be open and aware in each and present moment as to what the day is bringing you in each and every present moment. I know, like, we don't sort of walk around saying, this is my present moment, this is my present moment, I need to remember this is my present moment. We're here to actually live a life, of course, but having the awareness of what is happening around us, and being fully present with it, grounded in what we're doing now, rather than continually thinking of things past or what we're worried about for our future. There's no point in worrying, because it's going to happen when it does, not what we might plan, although planning and setting goals and having dreams is great. We're still living now. It's the only moment we have. So just a reminder for that, and focus on just being the best you that you can be. Use those cards as a guidance. Go and have a look at the photo that's on my personal profile, if you like. Take the snap of that, or screenshot, or whatever, to go back to it through the day at any point, to really, what one is the major card that really speaks to you for your day today. Okay. Now, thank you for being here this morning with me, and I'll get going. So be the best. Be the best that you can be. Here's me trying to tick over in my mind what I'm trying to remember. Things come to mind as and when they need to be remembered. I've allowed myself that's where my life is with what my kids used to nickname me as Dory. For those who have seen Nemo, you know what I'm saying. I'll be here tomorrow morning around the 8 o'clock again, hopefully with the right setup, as in the right date and etc. So love to have you join me again. Thank you to those who are watching the replay. And also if you need any other, oh, that's right, with the eCam, I've got those little links automatically there. So if you need anything that's only.com rosboundy, as in booking time with me, that's the actual website for that. And I think the buy me a coffee, let me see if I can buy me a coffee .com/rosboundy. Anything that I do is pretty much the rosboundy on them. And hi Shaz, how are you? And I'm just trying to think what the other one is. Doesn't matter. Oh, look, it's rosboundy. My website, I have got a shop there. Whoops. Oops, did I do that right? One's got a comma in it, I think. Let me see. I think I accidentally did a comma there. I did, so that won't link, will it? .au, and it won't work anyway. I've just done that. Ignore the one with the comma. It won't link anyway. Look, life is fun. Press the buttons. It what gives us the triggers to continue onward, seeing what's going to happen, doesn't it? And I'd love to see you here tomorrow. Namaste until then. Thank you. Thank you.